Hi. Some years ago, I was given the position of a district director of this organization called Toastmasters. As a district director, I was in charge of a few area directors who were then in charge of a few clubs within their areas. So as a district director, I was sort of in charge of maybe 20 clubs, something like that, a Toastmasters club within the district. And my job as a district director was to ensure that all these clubs were healthy, in that they had enough of membership and they were within the Toastmasters parameters of their speaking and their leadership roles. Now, as a district director, whenever I visit any of my clubs, which I'm encouraged to do, I'm normally given a recognition. The district director has come to visit us and I'm given a slot to speak. And that felt really good. Now, all of us feel really good when we are given a recognition, and that recognition sometimes get to our heads, and we get latched onto this recognition that when we lose or when we are no longer holding the position, it's very hard for us to accept that. So I like to talk about that today, and my name is Gerard, and in this channel what I try to do is I take a passage from the Bible and I look for specific leadership examples, that how Jesus led 2,000 years ago, and see how it can be relevant in today's times. And today's reading is from the book of Mark chapter 1 verses 29 to 39. On leaving the synagogue, Jesus went with James and John straight to the house of Simon and Andrew. Now Simon's mother-in-law had gone to bed with fever, and they told him about her straight away. He went to her, took her by the hand, and helped her up. And the fever left her, and she began to wait on them. That evening after sunset, they brought to him all who were sick and those who were possessed by devils. The whole town came crowding round the door, and he cured many who were suffering from diseases of one kind or another, and also cast many devils. But he would not allow them to speak, because they knew who he was. In the morning, long before dawn, he got up and left the house, and went off to a lonely place and prayed there. Simon and his companions set out in search of him, and then they found him, and they said, "Everybody is looking for you." He answered, "Let us go elsewhere to the neighborhood country town, so that I can preach there too, because that is why I came." And he went all through Galilee, preaching in their synagogues and casting out devils. The gospel of the Lord. Now, I see this passage as a reflection of our purpose. And if I give an example as me being a Toastmaster, Jesus was surrounded by crowds, and he could have dwelled in that glory of healing and getting that recognition that so many people are coming to see me. But no, he was very clear. He woke up very early in the morning. We went to a lonely place, and presumably that is where he meditated and got his focus together to be very clear about his purpose. Now, my purpose as the division director at that time is to create more clubs, is to bring more people to the knowledge of Toastmasters. And that's what exactly Jesus did. He didn't dwell in the recognition that he got with the people he knew, but he left the town. He said, okay, this is not my mission. My mission is to go and get more people. And he went to places where he was not known, just so that he fulfilled his purpose. Now, the thought for this morning is this. It is very easy. It is very, very easy and very, very comfortable to dwell in what we are good at. And when people recognize us and give us all the recognition, the importance, the pomp, it is very easy to be very comfortable in this atmosphere. But we need to go to a quiet place. we need to ask ourselves, is this my purpose? Is this my purpose? Am I too comfortable here? Should I leave and look for something that is more challenging, something that I'm called to do? Yeah, it may not give me the comforts, it may not give me the recognition, but is that my purpose? And I think that is that is another thing that we should do as leaders. Focus, be very clear on our purpose, and don't be sucked in, don't be too comfortable, don't dwell in the comforts, and look for our purpose. That is my thought for today. Have a good day.